Alright, this video is going to be a little different than some of the other videos I've made. We're going to actually just talk about a single mastery set and why it's such a good idea to try to utilize it. So the mastery for today we're going to be talking about is Vocation. Vocation is a spirit mastery set that can be used to force on any of the spirit using party members or any of the spirit beast. What makes this mastery so good is it has a relatively low cost. It's only a total of 7 TP across the whole set. You need Determination, Professionalism, Sharp Spirit, and then Veteran's Vigor. And it gives you just a lot of very useful stats. In fact, almost pretty much nothing is wasted on this effect. And what you end up getting from it is just pretty ridiculous. So by slotting this in, you get 1 speed per class mastery. You get 0.5% block ignore on enemies per class mastery, and then 0.5 cast delay reduction per class mastery. So the general idea is you want to slot in Vocation by itself as a spirit set, and then slot in a decent amount of class masteries that you're going to normally utilize, and then you get a bunch of free stats. The Veteran's Vigor is going to give you 24% cast reduction because you got 4 Spirit Masteries, a 5th one from Vocation, and then the Spirit Mastery that each of the Spirit users get just for being a Spirit user. So that's 24% cast reduction, and then you're getting some extra cast reduction. So you end up like somewhere around like between like 34, somewhere around there, depending on how many masteries. If you have like 10. About 20 class masteries. Let's see, Alyssa's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So she gets like an extra 11.5 cast reduction. So, that's 35.5 cast delay that you're getting. You're also getting a bunch of speed, 23 from Vocation, and then 6 from Determination, because Determination also gives you some speed, so you're getting a total of 29 speed. So 29 speed, 35.5 cast delay, also getting 11.5 block ignore, which is basically like better than 2, and then you're also getting extra block ignore from Sharp Spirit depending on what your SP value is at. So that's up to an additional 20 if you're just a base 100 Spirit SP user. If you're a Spirit SP stacker, then you get even more. And then Professionalism also gives you a bunch of crit chance. So 23 extra crit chance as well. So the whole mastery set is like 23 speed, 23% crit chance, 29 speed, 23% crit chance, 11.5 block ignore, and then 35.5 cast delay reduction, and then up to an additional 20% block ignore. It's pretty nuts. I've been successful in slotting. Not every character can use it easily. It's going to vary from character to character. Do try to fit it in if you can, though, as long as you're not making too many sacrifices for it. So I got it on Alyssa. I do have it on Giselle as well. I think she's not getting quite as much use. Yeah, because she's only getting 25 speed and 19 from Vocation, so that's 9.5 block ignore and gas reduction, additional to the 24. But still gives her a pretty healthy amount of cast delay, which normally I don't run any cast delay on my Giselle setup, so that's just a nice little free bonus in there. And then, 19% crit chance, which again, considering you're only paying 7 TP for the whole set to get all those effects, it's just really, really damn good. Hazing is getting 22 speed, 7.5 block ignore, but he also gets way more block ignore because he's stacking Spirit SP for the Sharp Spirit. And then 15 crit chance. And then the cast delay is enough with his setup here with reload and field and strip clean, just some other cast delay stuff that he's got 98%, because normally Annihilation Shot is 100 cast delay and now it's only 2. And then Sweeping Fire is only 1 when it's normally 30. So cast delay is really, really damn good. Giselle, yeah, I got cast delay there. I went with the block ignore boots from Still Stance. I could go for the cast delay to reduce the cast delay on her skills, but I usually just stick to using snipe on her, so I don't need it as much. Yeah, and Hazing's got a lot more common masteries, not as many, but it is still worth slotting in for him because it's still really good stats, just all around. Kylie is a really good user of it, so I highly recommend it on her because she stacks pretty much nothing but class masteries. She's rocking 23 class masteries, so she's getting 29 speed, just like Alyssa was. 23 crit chance. Her cast delay is basically already handled by her existing masteries, so she doesn't quite get that benefit, though you could potentially drop stuff. But you really wouldn't want to, because algorithm is a part of multiprocessing, which is probably one of the most important masteries to have on Hacker Kylie. So the cast delay ends up being an overkill on her, but she does get some extra block ignore, she gets a ton of free speed, she's already a fast character, so it's just fairly good on her, and then just the crit chance helps to cover up one of the things that she did kind of lack a bit. Ray, I got it slotted in for my Alchemist build, brings her up to 151 speed, she's got a total of 24 speed, 9% block shred, with again up to the 29%, and then she's got other block shred stuff with throwing. No, it's penetrate the sky. Yeah, upon attacking a target, the block is reduced by 3% per 1 distance. And because I can attack from 13 range away, that's like 36% block ignore plus the 9 from that, so that's 45. And then up to 20 more for having 100 Spirit SP, so up to 65 block ignore on Alchemist Ray, which is pretty nuts. The speed's really good too, just having high speed so you get your turns up quicker. Yeah, I got 18% crit chance. So yeah, I think the characters that have the hardest time getting in, I think, is like Ranger Hazing. Kind of has some trouble slotting it in. Some people were having trouble getting it on Sniper, but I didn't really have much issue. It depends on your setup and what masteries you're going for. So, yeah, so this is my endorsement. Vocation is very good. If you have access to it, use it. Hopefully some elemental ESP users can get some good masteries too, so that way they're not left in the damn dust.